Howdy. I got upset today very much about this walrus story here in Finland. And I was about to make a video calling out all the experts and all those other idiots which were dealing with this. Now it's dead. Haminas walrus died on the way. The transfer of Haminas walrus from the yard of a private house in Kotka was a major operation. It died. Animal doctors and whatever experts. People were singing for that, for the walrus and whatever stuff they figured out. It got catched in this kind of fishery equipment or whatever. No one got hurt. The man lost his boat. The walrus experienced an unimaginable amount of stress. We are at Noah. Seawater. If there's one thing that just about everyone knows about the ocean is that it is salty. The two most common elements in seawater after oxygen and hydrogen are sodium and chloride. Sodium and chloride combine to form what we know as table salt. This is from AGU, Advancing Earth and Space Science. AGU. Yeah, the first letter matches, the rest doesn't. Anyway. Changing salinity gradients in the Baltic Sea as a consequence of altered freshwater budgets. Abstract. Climate change is expected to enhance the hydrological cycle in northern latitudes, reducing the salinity in the Baltic Sea. And landlocked marginal sea with a large catchment are located in northern Europe. With the help of ocean simulation forced by historical, atmospheric and hydrological reconstructions and local observations, we analyzed long-term changes in the sea surface salinity of the Baltic Sea as well as its latitudinal gradient. The variability of both is dominated by multi-decadal oscillations with a period of about 30 years, while both atmospheric variables, wind and river runoff, contribute to this variability. Centennial changes show a statistically significant positive trend in the north-south gradient of sea surface salinity from 1900 until 2008. This change is mainly attributed to increased river runoff from the northernmost catchment, indicating a footprint of the anthropogenic impact on salinity with consequences for the marine ecosystems and species distributions. Hence, the Baltic Sea is very, very little in salt. It is brackish water. It is not really like a sea. The place where Svalbard and this walrus is living. And his friends are still living. It's much more saltier. Even though that there is ice melting and stuff, but it's much more salty. And they can dive, they will find the food they need because of the environment they're living in salty water, not in the Baltic Sea. Just give me one example. Here in Finland, you can fish in the rivers, you get rainbow trouts. They are put in there into the water, they are grown somewhere else, put there in the water, and you can catch them. They can do this. Rainbow trout is a predator, but it's originated in Northern America. his environment, his waters, his home waters have a different pH than the waters here. So, if they put out the rainbow trouts for the sport fishes to catch, of course you have to pay for it. But since the pH isn't what the fish is made for, after 2 or 3 years they're gonna die. They won't survive. That's why they can put them out in free nature. So this kind of mammal animal, like a walrus, being for so long time in a water with maybe almost no salt content, his skin and everything, it just doesn't work in these conditions. There's no food, might be too hot, heat wave and such. There were many experts there talking in the newspapers and explaining and wondering. And I really don't know. Like, this is really frustrating. A bunch of idiots and now it's dead. Yeah, Finland, the happiest country on the world. That's disgusting. Stupid idiots. Yeah, thanks.